The man never expected that the stupidest student he had ever taught would now grow up to be able to compete with him on the same stage. What made it even more unexpected was that Rick would awaken his innate ability that he had never shown before. Despite being covered in wounds, his skills and strength soon surpassed his terrifying master. Not long ago, he learned that his senior's dream was just to have a reciprocal match. Although the master was surprised, he gave the same response. He did not expect that his disciple could do this to fulfill his dream for many years, making the elf master on the side do evil. If they continue like this, the aftermath of the battle between the two will sooner or later destroy this place, so the Alliance used various holy magic to expel all the audience. At this time, the battle between the hero and the ghost in the arena was already in full swing. Watching the physical battle between the two of them with their defenses, Angelica and the others felt a strong sense of aura just by standing in the audience. Is this a battle between S-class strongmen? Judging from the current battle situation, although Rick attacked faster, but in terms of power, the master is better. Soon, because he couldn't stand the opponent's strong attack, Master Rick couldn't hold on and was knocked out. Seeing this unprecedented duel, Kevin realized that he had seen the trivial things, including the Triple Crown, look dim and colorless at this time. Rick stood on the stage again. Remembering the teacher's good intentions towards him, Rick suddenly felt endless energy, then he endured the pain and punched his opponent again. The audience who witnessed this amazing scene couldn't believe it. It was just a small boxing match. Why did they have to dismantle the entire ring? At this time, Rick, who was lying in the ruins, seemed to have reached the end. After reaching his limit, he had played well enough. He should be able to go back and rest. But suddenly he found that his opponent's face did not show any satisfaction, as if telling him that he could still fight. If it was only to this extent, then I'm afraid it would not be considered equal to the demon ghost. The devil training in the past 2 years should not be like this. In an instant, a powerful force continued to flow throughout his body. Although outsiders were shocked to see this scene, the master of the Rick Tuab recognized it at a glance. This was the opponent's innate skill, Man-Yang Awakening. It turns out that the other 3 masters helped Rick do extra special training without telling the Orc Master at the beginning, because they were surprised to find that Rick's inherent skills seemed to have to meet the requirements before they could be activated, which meant that they were facing someone whose strength far exceeded theirs. When the enemy is strong and determined to go beyond the limit to challenge the opponent, Rick can actively activate Full Swim Awakening will reach its peak.
次の一撃で決まる。
After the smoke cleared, everyone was looking forward to the winner of this game. If nothing happened, Rick said that the Master of Revealing Ghosts was indeed very powerful. Even though he had activated the Full Swim Awakening, he was still no match for him. Wait until he falls first and then reveal himself. Master Gui was also satisfied with his disciple's performance. Thinking back to when he was a child, he had realized that he was special among the orcs. When other orcs were still playing in the mud, he had already learned to think of a better life. He even taught him how to communicate beyond language. His methods were also unconscious, and he had already stood at the top of the orcs. Because of that, he felt how lonely it was to be invincible. So this time you won. After saying that, he fell down. Soon after 3 days passed, Rick finally woke up and met each other, 4 days earlier than before. Rick used his innate nature. After the skill expires, you will be unconscious for at least a week. And it was at this point that Rick asked why the belt was on him. He remembered that the winner in the end was Master Shangui, so he told everyone that it was just the result of the competition. In fact, it was you who won the duel. so he gave up going back and forth like this. Although the hero inexplicably became the champion, he was very happy about this, but he also knew that if Master wanted to, he could use that recovery magic 30 times, so Rick felt that he had to work harder in the future.
そんなことはない。お前、リックよ。ミゼット。リーネットのために時間を使ってくれてありがとう。
さて、何のことやろな。
何のことです？
ポストへのサプライズのためにあるんですって。
みんな乗り気だと思ったらそう
作戦成功や。
Then, after successfully removing one of the 6 balls from the belt, the queen and the others replaced it with an equally powerful gem. Finally, the belt was returned to Kevin. After finishing everything here, Rick and his entourage continued on their way. We were about to return to the castle. Angelica asked how long it would take to run this time. Then she said that 3 days would be enough. The other party was immediately stunned. So you can get there in 3 days. What about the luggage on this horse? For this, the elf master said that there was no need to worry and cast a strengthening spell on the horse. Now it can travel thousands of miles a day and is strong. At this time, Lynette suddenly asked Rick, "What are we doing? When are we going to the hot springs?" As soon as these words came out, Rick immediately blushed. The hot spring with Lynette, he still felt that he didn't win in the end, so he couldn't go. We can duel on the track in the castle once.
城までのかけっこで決着つけたらええんや。
決着って
リック
100倍だ。100倍!3回ぐらい死んじゃう。おいちょっと待ってください。フロスト絶対温泉。
最後まであの方たちは